Hello children, how are you? Welcome back to Digital English class. I know you are all eagerly waiting for our English class. You have learnt how to write an essay and how to refine it in the previous class. I hope all of you have refined the essay with the help of your teacher. Today we are going to learn some more interesting things about the game chess. Before that, let us look at the objectives of this session. The objectives of this session are: you will be able to make an effort to read the poem individually, collaboratively to comprehend it. Appreciate the rhythm and tune of the poem. Identify the rhyming words and the theme of the poem. Try to guess the meanings of the unfamiliar words. Understand some figures of speech. Add lines to the poem and sing it together with proper rhythm. Okay children, now I am going to show you a video. Watch that video and answer the questions. Okay children, answer these questions. What do you see in the video and what are the players doing there? In which games and sports do the players get hurt most? Tell the names of some games and sports in which players argue, scold one another and even fight. Do you find such things in chess? Is chess a game of war or a game of peace? How is chess different from other games? Okay children, now let us discuss how chess is different from other games like kabaddi, cricket and football. Okay children, in the game of football, cricket and kabaddi, the players are mostly not so courteous to one another. But in chess, the players are always courteous to each other till the end of the game. Here in football, cricket and kabaddi, players get hurt in such games. But in chess, no one hurts because chess is a peaceful game. In kabaddi, football and cricket, the players abuse one another. But in chess, they always respect each other. In football and other games, they try to distract the opponent. But in chess, there is no such distraction. In order to know some more interesting things about the game chess, let us read the poem The Chess. Before we are going to read the poem, now let us look at some of the unfamiliar words that we have come across. Now watch this glossary. Courteous. Its meaning is polite. Both the parents and the children are courteous. The synonyms for the word courteous are civil, gracious, mannerly, and its antonyms are discourteous, impolite, uncivil, rude. And the other forms for the word courteous are courteously and courteousness. Distract. its meaning is to divert attention. The mobile is distracting him from driving. The synonyms for the word distract are disturb, divert, detract, and its antonyms are calm, concentrate and focus. The other forms are distracted, distracting, distraction and distractive. The next word is opponent. Its meaning is player of the opposite team. A boxer is boxing with his opponent. The synonyms for this word are enemy, foe, rival. The antonym for the word opponent are friend, and the other form is opponent. Gentle, peaceful and soft. Chess is a gentle game. The synonyms are delicate and tender. Antonyms are hard, harsh. The other forms are gentled, gently and gentler. Pretend, it means not real. The synonyms are imaginary, false, fake, artificial. The antonyms are true, real, genuine. The other forms for the word pretend are pretended, pretending, pretension and pretender. Okay children, now open your textbooks on the page number 117 and read the poem Chess individually. When you read individually, follow these directions. Read the text silently, put a tick mark for the lines you understood, put a cross mark for the lines you did not understand, put a star mark for the lines you liked the most. You can underline the words that you do not know their meaning. You may use the glossary and refer to a dictionary. Now let us go to classroom and let us see how our friends are reading. Okay children, I hope you might have understood the meaning of the poem. Now it is time you sit in groups and you share your ideas about the poem. When you read in groups, keep the following points in your mind. Take turns and share ideas with others. Share only one point at a time. If you do not understand, you may take the help of your friends or teacher. Now let us go to our friends' class and let us watch how they are reading in groups. Children, by now you should have understood the theme of the poem. Now I am going to ask you some questions. Answer those questions. The poet says that chess is a peaceful game. Do you agree with the poet? Why or why not? According to the poem, the two players of chess shake hands when they start and end the game. Does it happen in other games too? Why? Line 1 of stanza 4 says, "On the board we are enemies." Line 3 of the same stanza says, "On the board there is no peace." Then how can you say that it is a peaceful game? Who are the opponents in the game? Okay children, now watch this video and listen to the answers that our friends are saying. Children, I am going to ask you some questions. Answer them. Yes, sir. The first question is, the poet says that chess is a peaceful game. Do you accept with him? Why? Why not? Who will tell the answer for this question?
I will tell you, sir. Yes, I accept with the poet that chess is a peaceful game because the two players are always friendly. They shake hands at the start and end of the game.
Okay, very good answer. Is there any other answer for this question? Who will tell the answer for the question?
I will tell, sir.
Okay, tell me.
Yes, I do accept with the poet. Chess is a really peaceful game because it hurts no one. The two players respect each other.
Okay, very good. Two players of the chess shake hands when they start and end the game. Does it happen in other games too? Have you ever observed this? Who will tell the answer for this question?
I will tell, sir. Yes, it happens in many games. The players shake their hands. It shows sporting spirit.
Very good answer. Now, who will tell the other answer for this question?
I will tell, sir. It does not happen. For example, in boxing, the players touches the opponent's gloves. In judo, go to each other.
The first line of the fourth stanza says, "On the board we are enemies." And the third line says, "On the board there is never peace." Then, how can you say that chess is a peaceful game? Now, who will tell the answer for this question?
I tell, sir. The enmity and war is only on the board. Off the board, it is only peace and friendship.
Okay children, now I am going to read the summary of the poem for you. Listen to that summary. The poet conveys that chess is a courteous and peaceful game. We can play it with a family and friends. While playing this game, no one gets hurt and distracts. Both the players play the game without deceit. They shake hands at the start and the end of the game to show that it is a peaceful game. The poet also feels that chess is really not a gentle game, since it involves the strategies of war on board. The poet also opines that the war is only on the board, but off the board the two players want to remain as friends forever. Children, by now you should have understood the theme of the poem. Now it is time you read it aloud for the whole class. Watch this video to know how our friends are reading it aloud.
Chess is a courteous game. I play it with family and friends. I like to think chess is a peaceful game. Nobody gets hurt when it ends. I never distract my opponent. I don't want to act like a pest. I hope they behave in the very same way. So both of us play at our best.
I know chess is not really gentle. It is more like a war or a fight. I always shake hands at the start and the end, so we can stay friends day and night. On the board we are enemies. Of the board we are friends. On the board there's on the board we are enemies. Of the board we are friends. On the board there is never peace, but that is just pretending.
Board we are enemies. Of the board we are friends. On the board there's never peace. But of the board I hope for peace that never ends. I like to think chess is a courteous game. I play with family and friends. I like to think chess is a peaceful game. Nobody gets hurt when it ends.
Okay, children, you have read very well. Now watch this video for the analysis of the poem.
Children, have you observed the last word of the first line and the last word of the third line? Both of them are game. It is game and it is also game. Now, do you know what do we call them? They are called rhyming words. If the last words of two sentences sound in the same way, they are called rhyming words. Now pick out the rhyming words from the poem. Now tell me, what are the rhyming words in the first stanza? Friends, ends. Okay. Then what are the other rhyming words? Tell me. Best. Okay. What is the next rhyming word? Fight. Then enemies, peace. Okay. Next one. Enemies, peace. Then friends, ends. What are the rhyming words in the last sentence? Okay, these are the rhyming words in the poem. Do you know, children, sometimes sentences can also rhyme with other sentence. For example, if you look at the first line of the first stanza, it is I like to think chess is a courteous game. And the third one is I like to think chess is a peaceful game. Both of those sentences rhyme with each other. Such technique is called parallelism. What do we call them? Parallelism. If one sentence rhymes with the other sentence, it is called parallelism. Now, can you pick out one such pair in this poem?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is that? On the boat, we are enemies. On the boat, we are friends. This is also a parallelism. Children, have you noticed the first three lines of the first stanza began with the word I. Okay? So, three lines began with only one word, that is I. This is called anaphora. What do we call it? Anaphora. Anaphora is the repetition of the word or words at the beginning of the successive lines. Now, have you understood what is anaphora?
Yes, sir.
Can you identify such anaphora in this poem?
Yes, sir.
Now, where is it used?
In the second.
Okay, it is used in the second stanza and also in the last stanza. If a single word is used at the beginning of the successive lines, it is called an anaphora. Okay, children? So far we have discussed rhyming words, parallelism, anaphora. Now let us look at one more technique. For example, if you look at the first stanza, this stanza is repeated once again here at the end of the poem. Such technique is called repetition. What do we call it? Repetition. If one line or one stanza is repeated in the poem, it is called repetition. Children, if we look at this sentence, I don't want to act like a pest. Which sound is being repeated in this sentence? The sound of tha is repeated. Don't want to act like a pest. The sound tha is repeated for many times. This technique is called alliteration. What do we call it?
Alliteration.
If a particular sound is repeated for many times in a sentence, it is called alliteration. Okay? Have you understood it?
Yes, sir.
Now let us observe one more feature of the poem. If we look at this sentence, it is more like a war or a fight. Now chess is compared to war or a fight by using the word like. Okay, chess is being compared to war or a fight by using the word like. This technique is called a simile. What do we call it? Simile. Okay, simile means comparison of two different things by using the words like or as. Can you identify a simile in this poem?
Yes, sir.
Where is it?
Like
a pest. So here also like is used to compare. So it is also called a simile. Have you all understood, children?
Yes, sir.
Very good.
Okay, children. Now we have read the poem and we have discussed the features of the poem. Now let's make an attempt to write a simple poem on chess. Before you are going to write the poem, let us discuss how chessmen move on the board. Queen. It can move in any direction. It is one of the most powerful pieces. Knight. It moves in the shape of L. It can jump over the other pieces. Pawn. It marches only forward. It moves like a brave soldier. Bishop. It moves diagonally on its path. Okay, children, based on the above theme, write a simple poem. Before you are going to write the poem, look at the stanzas that I have written. The name of the poem is How I Move. Now listen to the two stanzas that I have written. I am the knight of chess. I move like the letter L. I can jump over other piece and I do that very well. I am the queen of chess. I move in any direction. I am the masterpiece, for I decide who will win. Okay, children, now write 2 or 3 such stanzas, keeping in mind the points I have told you. While writing, go through the 2 stanzas that I have given to you. Okay, children? Now, so far we have learnt, you have read and comprehended the theme of the poem, learnt the meanings of some unfamiliar words, attempted to add lines to the poem, been familiarized with some figures of speech. Okay, children, this is the poem Chess. Hope you have enjoyed the session. We'll meet you in the next session. Bye.